Alright guys, I'm doing a review of the Phantom 4 Pro version 2 and the smart controller. I know that there's not a lot of videos out there right now about it, so as far as the flight characteristics, so we're going to check it out. I can definitely say that there is a huge difference between this and the Phantom 4 Pro version 2. Much smoother, much like my other video. If you haven't seen it, check it out with the Maverick 2 Pro. Same review as far as with the smart controller and flight characteristics. So let's take it up. See what we got here. Here's the Phantom 4 Pro and the smart controller, as you guys can see. I know there isn't very many flight videos about this for some reason, which is why I'm doing this video. As you guys know, that our current Phantom 4 Pro V2 owners and any Phantom owner that it flies top heavy. That's just how, you know, the original design is. It is also a much larger aircraft than the and louder aircraft than the Mavics, of course. Everybody knows that. But nothing can match its 4K 60. Everybody knows that. It is absolutely phenomenal, and some of the best that you can get out there in the business, even to this day. Even with a lot more expensive drones out there, it's still buttery smooth. I was a true believer after I flew my first wedding with this a while back. It was just amazing footage. Okay, but this video is about the flying characteristics. As you guys can see again, I do have the smart controller. I am in sport mode right now, but I can definitely say the aircraft does fly much better. It's still top heavy, of course. I'm gonna bring it up a little bit here. So that it doesn't fly as good as the Maverick 2 Pro. Everybody knows that. Still is just not as smooth, I would say. I've been flying, my name is Steve, I've been flying for over 8 years. I flew everything, helicopters, planes, drones, FPV, you name it, I've pretty much flown it. I love the hobby, I'm also a professional pilot. I just love everything about it. Like most of you guys, if you're probably watching this video. But I would definitely say, hands down, the smart controller gives it a whole new dimension. Definitely flies more on rails, not quite as on rails like the Maverick Pros, of course, but it's still overall better. Still does fly a little top heavy, and that's just how the software is built into the actual Phantom 4. So I didn't see as much of a difference on with the smart controller as I did with the Maverick 2 Pro, but there's still a difference. You'll definitely notice it. Definitely a little bit more nervous about flying my small backyard with this beast. It's still a little bit, you know, top heavy, just like all Phantoms fly, but that's just the nature of the beast. Still highly recommend it. The smart controller in general, especially if you do have the version 2 and the Maverick 2 Pro. Everybody knows having dim screens, especially doing pro work. I do real estate and videography, do some weddings, and I've had it. Which everybody's experienced. The iPhone that I use is overheats. Gets super dim, and you're basically winging it, hoping and praying the shot actually shows up. But with the smart controller, it definitely makes it a lot more easier. It's not perfect. It has some glitches, but I'm definitely glad that I got it. Some of the glitches I've had is I did get a refurbished unit, because I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but you could trade in some of your old equipment and get big discounts on, you know, depending upon how much stuff you trade in. Some of the new equipment that you may buy or refurbish like this one. Overall experience has been pretty good. Definitely love the savings. Almost got it for free. I had so much old equipment. Only issue I had was on startup. Connectivity always doesn't pop up right away. Sometimes I gotta restart the drone a couple of times, but so that's my own concern. Also, the unit does not come with an AC adapter charger, so I'm gonna do a whole another video about that so I found the right one. But definitely don't want to make this a long video, but I just want to show you guys just some of the characteristics of the Spark controller and the P4 Pro V2. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Just wanted to spread the love and the knowledge. All right. Steve out.